hope for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence among pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Hey, 25! You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 3rd down, Winters. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Kamara now to return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Haskins. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. 3rd down, here's Haskins. He completes it to Bryant, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Kamara trying the right side. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and read. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
On the return, it's Kamara. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, Haskins. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
To throw is Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready, blue 80, black 25.
On first down, Winters. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And they give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Winters. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Ryan now off the bootleg. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, Winters. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second and 12, Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brandon Marshall able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Now to go. Watch the roll. Go. 95 to stand. No, check his mic.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. From the gun on third down, Haskins. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now Haskins on first down. Ebron caught left side. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Y'all playing wrong football.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Haskins and the offense with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Haskins under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Tyus Bowser leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Ryan. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Ryan will throw again. Wide open receiver complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Left 25. Hey, Chris Lance. I got you.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd and 10. Haskins, it's complete to Hopkins. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Haskins will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Let's go now. Check pass. Check pass.
They'll run. Anderson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the ground, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
But I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run. It's Kamara. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Winters. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. But it's brought in by Washington. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. On 1st down, Winters. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton, and he's able to get up here to the 26.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ready. You got to get the ball. Got it.
57. Mike, 57.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Ryan looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Ryan now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Haskins now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Push him back.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins, and he's going to lose yardage here as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll run on 1st down. Winters, and some space here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a 1-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. 1-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now Haskins down around his goal line. And he connects with Ebron. And they work this out past the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready. Go to base. Check, boy.
Now on second and 13. Haskins. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Panthers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action now. Haskins. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to the ground, Anderson. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down, it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive, where they'll be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Hey. 4 down.
Throwing now is Ryan. It's caught. Cooper. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Ryan. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check nickel.
Now a give, right side. Winters. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Winters. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
At the 16-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll try the left side. Winters. And he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Here we go.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Pats, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like tumbling in the air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. These are the team. I'm projecting it hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's fast. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give it back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Hey. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that?